Hi everybody, this is Pam with Jesus Junk Journals, and today we're going to get started on the second signature of this blank planner. And so it's on this side of May, and we got this big blank piece of paper. And I am going to put a background on here because I'm going to put this folio here. And it's going to be these two stacked pockets inside these flaps. And so I need to check them. See, they're going to be long. Yeah, they're too long on these pages. So I'm going to trim a little bit off each side. Really about 1/4 of an inch, I think, off each side. So let's just see if I can use, whoops, try and line them up so I can do them at the same time. Okay. And I am going to use a page out of this household tips book that I have been kind of taking pages out of from time to time. I think that'll work. Yeah. So just wicker furniture should be cleaned by scrubbing with a stiff brush, moistened with warm salt water. Salt keeps the wicker from turning yellow. There you go. And it's a little small, but not too bad. And I really only need it to be on, actually, let me move it up. Don't shake your dust mop out the window if you want your neighbors to love you. Tie a big paper bag around the mop head and shake vigorously. Then throw bag and dust away. Oh my, okay. And then your neighbors will love you. Okay, I'm going to make a mark there so I know where to share it. Okay, and I'm just going to glue that on. You know what? I'm going to put the flaps on first. I should have put the flaps on first and get the glue really close to the edge of the flap, and then, you know, everywhere else too, but really make sure you get along the flap. And then I'm going to put it along here. It's kind of hard to glue because it's curved there because it's bound. So I'm going to open it. And I want it a little bit away from the string, just a little bit. This is a little too much here, there. Just not real tight where it's bound if you can help it. I'm gonna take that up because it's crooked. Put a little bit more glue and get it glued there. Well, it didn't want to stick because I pulled it out. And then take your other flap, glue it in. Okay, now you're ready to glue this in. And then these will go here. Well, these will go like this. Yeah, that'll be enough to cover it right there. So the glue goes here. And honestly, I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but I needed to cut paper here too. So I'm going to use the same household guide book. And see if I can get it to... I hope you guys are having a good day today. It is very sunny and windy here. And it's really warm, unseasonably warm for December. But the main thing, it's just so windy. Crazy windy. I don't know what the deal is, but the other day I came home and I have a fish pond out in my front yard, and I've got a couple of wicker chairs out there, and they're pretty heavy. And one of them was in the pond. It had blown into the pond. And it was actually, we had gone to Kansas City and come home. And so I don't know exactly when that happened, but apparently they had quite the windstorm while we were gone, because it was in the bottom of the pond. So I think the fish thought they had a new apartment building to live in. Okay. And I'll just trim that out wherever it doesn't line up. And I'll fold it back and ink it over there. Spots and stains. Oh, I just see something on here. I've got to read what it says. It says cookbook covers. Cookbook covers. Where did it go? Will remain new and fresh looking if a coat of transparent shellac is put on them when new. They can be kept clean with a flick of a damp cloth. And actually, that doesn't sound quite too crazy, because I did have a cookbook that I bought, and for whatever reason, it was just paper on the outside. It was a hardback cookbook, but the paper, I got it, of course, the first thing I did was get a big grease spot on it. So I did bring it up here to my craft room and use clear sealer on it, clear gesso on it, for that very reason. So even though this book was in the 30s probably, or 20s, they were not wrong. Still applies today on the cookbook cover. Okay, so oops. Might as well trim that top piece off. Okay, now we're ready to glue the pockets in. So you do the top one first. Looks like that's about where I want it. I was going by that second line on that copy right there. Put this one at the bottom. And there is that. And now we need our circles. And so, you know, I don't like to cut circles out of cardboard, so I use my circle punch. As soon as I can find it. I use a 1-inch circle punch and just some scrap board. You need 12 circles because you're going to make 4 separate pieces. So I just glue 3 of these pieces is thick enough for me. And I'm kind of wanting to use a grommet on these. I've never used grommets in the middle of my circles when I do these kind of folios, but I've seen them in craft videos and it looks really cool. So I kind of want to do that and hopefully it doesn't mess up. I have a Crop-A-Dile and I do not like it. And so I am going to use the very crude kit that I got on Amazon for not very much money, just a few dollars. And you use a hammer. And for me, that works really well. I know a lot of people don't like those, but for whatever reason, they look 1,000 times better than the ones I make with my Crop-A-Dile. So I'm sure it's me. I'm sure it's user error. But I've watched videos, I've practiced, and they just don't look as good to me. Okay, do I have 4? Okay, so I've got 2 extras here. And I'm going to cut a piece of, well, I was looking for something that would look good on the front of these. I think this might be it. This is heavy, whoops, heavy, very heavy cardstock, I guess you'd say. But I think that pattern will look cool on the front of, you know, the thing about the grommet though, is I've got to punch a hole. And I don't know that my hole puncher will, maybe, I guess the Crop-A-Dile, now it is good for punching holes, I'll have to give it that. So maybe, and I'm going to take these and ink the edges of them so it's not white. I know I'm liable to start a craft war by saying I don't like the Crop-A-Dile because some of you guys love it. But I need you guys to come over to my house and just teach me how to use it because the videos don't get it across to me apparently because they just don't ever look very good. Okay, let's see. So that's the kit I use. Now let me find my, I don't even know what I did with it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. see if I can punch a hole in the center of this circle. Okay. Well, I'm glad I had it for that. Well, so the Crop-A-Dile punch is a little bit tight for these rivets I have, grommets I have. Okay, so I'm just going to punch a hole here. Oh, and that won't reach either. Okay, well. It's kind of thick for this. These come with a backing circle too, which the Crop-A-Dile doesn't. I guess you can buy them with it. I don't even know, but I really like that backing circle. It makes a much nicer circle, I think. Okay, let's see if I can get this to work. Ow. Is that going to stay on? Barely. Okay. Just kind of, I need it to go here. Oh, I'm not going to be able to punch that hole with that. Okay. And I'm probably not going to be able to do it with the Crop-A-Dile either. So here is another reason why I need to just use brads. We'll see. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay. Plan Z. I will use my X-Acto knife and chew out a hole because it won't show, and so it'll be fine. My X-Acto knife will work. Okay. Okay. What I have learned from this is don't use grommets to attach these circles. All right, well, they're on there. I think I like the other way to do it better, and I like the way it looks better with a brad. But that's all right. It's nice to have some variety. So let me get my waxed linen thread out. So see if I can work that in there and tie it without popping this off. I have a feeling I'll be doing a repair on this later if I use it very much. Okay. All right. And this should wind around here. Okay. Well, we got it done. And it works. So I guess that's enough for today. Or I mean for right now. Okay, so that is that. So now we are ready to start on May. And May, here we go with this kit. I'm going to throw the tag over here and glue this pocket on. Here's the extra card. Put this pocket down at the bottom. I'm so glad I can edit because you wouldn't believe the amount of time I spend. The time I waste when I drop things and pick them up or look for them, hunt for them, and it's just crazy. Wow, my husband is gone to Kansas City, and the dogs are wanting my full attention since he's not here. I think I'll use some of that one I just used on the inside of that. Okay. And then trim this up. And of course you must make it right. And whoops, nope. Well, oh, I actually rounded the wrong corner off. Okay, same thing on this one. Oh, same thing on this one. It needs to be rounded off. Okay, so glue that on. All right, got that page done. This one's done. Now this is the one where this goes. So I think I'll try to add some color on this one. Bring up the orange and rose color, and I'm going to use stencils, I think. And you know, it's just the edge, so it doesn't show much. So I'm just going to use this rose pattern, which it's not going to read. Won't read as a rose. It'll just be color. So I'm going to use the carved pumpkin, which is pretty orangey, but I think it'll be okay if I don't get too carried away with myself. And I'm going to use the worn lipstick for the pink. Okay. And I better put a piece of paper under it. And I'm just going to alternate the orange. And I'll probably better do that because it's just the very edge that shows. It's going to be hard to get that stencil exactly where I want that. Let's see. That's red. Orange. Looks like I need some pink down here. Okay. And then, yeah. And actually, I'm going to hit this with a little bit of that worn lipstick just to liven it up. And even maybe some orange. Now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. And these neutral pages really do look pretty if you do add color to them. So it's kind of cool because that way you can use your color, whatever you want, and kind of send it off in a direction that you want and need for yours. Okay. So there's that. Okay, so we've come to this page with the pocket. And oh, sorry about my dog snoring in the background. Like I said, my husband's gone and they want to be with me, I guess. All right, well, I'm going to use a little bit of color, but I'm going to also try to keep it neutral if I can. So how is that possible? So just a light bit of color, I guess you could say. Okay. All right. So we glue that on. And then we come to this page, which technically has this little card that goes with it. But I've been having trouble making myself put it in because I like the lace. So I'm going to do what I did last time, I think. And I'm going to put it in like a page, like an additional page. So ink it. And now I'm going to use my washi tape. See if I have one that... I think I'll use a piece of this cloth tape of Tim Holtz because it's got pink on it and this has got pink. So okay, so I think I'll put it on this side. So you want to cut it so it's not longer than what you're going to use as a flap. See if I did that right. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. I only have these two of his cloth. I don't know if he has other washi tape in cloth, but I need to go look because I really like it. And I don't know. Again, I'm going to add glue just to be safe. Not that I don't trust you, Tim. And put it as close to the edge there as I can get it. Okay. And I mean, I should probably put some right there. I'm going to just put a little piece of washi tape on the inside just to make sure it's... I don't know what I think would happen here. It's not like it's not like people are coming through here trying to rip pages out, but that just gives you a little bit of reinforcement. Okay. And honestly, I kind of want to round that off. Don't round that off. All right, well, that is May. And I'm going to stop here because we did this already on this video, so I don't want to get too much on one. So there's May. And I thank you so much for watching. And if you liked it, please click the like button and think about subscribing. And I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.